Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another YouTube video. Today, I'm going to be going on Reddit and potentially answering some questions that people have about Stranger Things and just seeing what people think about Stranger Things in certain threads. Like this one says, what is the topic from a previous season that you want to be brought back and mentioned in Season 5? I'm interested to see what people have to say about this. And we're going to go through some different threads, see what's going on in the Stranger Things community. So before we get into it, guys, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. And if you have any other ideas for me, Stranger Things wise, or any questions about Stranger Things that you want me to answer in a video, or anything about any other TV shows, make sure to leave them down in the comments. And just to let you guys know, like a series that I plan on doing soon is worth the watch. I'm watching several TV shows, and I'm going to be making a video on is it worth the watch, and I'm going to be explaining the plot and everything in each TV show. I plan on doing that series very soon, so stay tuned for that. And the Stranger Things content is still going to come because I know you guys still love Stranger Things. Even though the hype has died down, it still has that loyal community, so I'm still going to be here for you guys, the loyal Stranger Things fans. So just want to let you guys know that. But yeah, without further ado, let's go on Stranger Things Reddit and see what people have to say. This person says, I need more scenes where the younger group, teen group, and adult group all interact at once and it's chaotic and everyone's trying to figure out what's going on and explain everything. We're going to be seeing this in Season 5 because there's not going to be 4 different settings or 5 different settings, however there was. There's only going to be one setting, and that setting is going to be in Hawkins, Indiana, so all the crew is going to be together, and they're probably going to fight Vecna, all together at once. So we're going to see this in Season 5, so that's going to be exciting. Maybe this is too obvious for the question, but clearly Will has a connection with the Mind Flayer, and I want to see this play out at some point. Yeah, so we're going to see the connection with the Mind Flayer in Vecna in Season 5. That's like the whole hype around Will's character. His character has a lot more significance than I feel like a lot of people think. I personally believe that he was supposed to be like the main character when Stranger Things first started, and Elle just like sort of, her storyline made sense to make her the main character. But I believe Will is going to have a huge impact on Season 5, and a big part of that impact is going to be his connection with the Mind Flayer, so we're definitely going to be seeing that play out. Dustin's dad. Yeah, we haven't seen this ever. We haven't heard anything about his dad. Steve has pretty much filled that role, like this person says right here, which is pretty funny. But I'm actually curious to see, like, is there any significance behind Dustin's dad? That would be interesting, but I doubt we'll ever find out. Where does Henry Creel's powers come from? He just happened to be born with it, and were they to replicate Henry? How were they able to replicate Henry's abilities? What did they use his blood or DNA and experiment on expecting mothers with LSD? So the first question is, where does Henry get his powers from? Black Widows in the Henry Creel house, or the Victor Creel house. In the Creel house, he found Black Widows, and he became obsessed with them, and he somehow got powers. It was weird, but that's what they showed in Season 4, Episode 7. There's probably a little bit more to it, but that's just what I know off the top of my head. He was not born with it, I don't believe. And how they were able to replicate it, I believe they took DNA from Henry, and they put this DNA into the pregnant mothers. I'm not positive on that, but I believe that's how the experiment sort of took place. But yeah, I'm not positive, but that's all I know about that. Cali's existence, well, she was mentioned in Season 4 like several times, or like hinted at in Season 4, but apparently her character is completely written off. I don't know if she's ever going to actually return, but if she does, it will be in Season 5. But yeah, I believe her character is probably just written off. We'll probably never hear or see her again in the show, but they did hint at her, so who knows? Maybe she'll make a return like Dr. Brenner. But yeah, we don't really know anything about Cali's existence, sadly. I wanted to be explained why the Upside Down is a replica of Hawkins only on the day Elle pushed Henry into the first time. The gates have been open for quite a while now. Is it something the Mind Flayer Vecna manifested? Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume that since Vecna or the Mind Flayer pretty much, created the Upside Down, like they were the ones to go into Vecna was the one to go into the Upside Down first, right? So he's had all these years to imagine it and create it to what he wants it to be, right? Because he controls the Upside Down. And the only thing that he knows is Hawkins, Indiana. So he can't really imagine anything else if he's never been anywhere else. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm assuming the Upside Down exists in other places as well. But as far as like in Hawkins where he controls, all of it's his imagination. So, I mean, at least I think it's all of his imagination. And that's kind of what they talked about. But yeah, if he only knows Hawkins, Indiana, then it's only going to look like Hawkins, Indiana. But I'm assuming that the Upside Down is in other places as well. I have no idea. I would like to see that as well, though. I would like to see them. But, I mean, the Duffers said we're going to be learning more about the origins of the Upside Down in Season 5. So our questions will probably be answered in season 5 regarding that topic. Murray needs to give more relationship advice. It's iconic. Dude, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I want to see him talk to Mike and Elle, or Mike and Will, or Will and Elle, or whoever. You know, I want to see him talk to the kids more, because Murray talking to Jonathan and Nancy in season 2, I think, or season 3, that was hilarious, and I gotta see it again. I mean, and talking to Joyce and Hopper in season 3, Murray's literally just a gold mine of comedy. It's just, we need more Murray in general, but more Murray relationship advice is something I want to see. This person says, I want us to possibly be introduced to Max's biological father in California. Yeah, we'll probably never see that. It's just too irrelevant. I mean, maybe in a spinoff, potentially, we could see that, but yeah, I think it's too irrelevant to be mentioned. But yeah, I would like to see it as well, like, because they did mention him a lot, but yeah, we never found out. So I would like to see it as well. Why the hell hasn't Mr. Clark been brought up to help save Hawkins? This guy's an asset. I think his character was honestly just written off, because he had a decent role up until like mid season 3. Like he was in season 3 helping Joyce, and then after that he just disappeared. We never heard from him again. So I think that he was just written off. But yeah, I would like to see Mr. Clark come back as well. I think that'd be pretty legendary, him coming back to help his old middle school students save the world. I mean, that would be iconic. And he was a great character, because he had a lot of, he knew a lot of stuff. Like, he knew everything about the possibilities if there was another whatever dimension. He literally said everything that was right, hypothetically, at the time. So I don't know, I would like to see Mr. Clark come back as well, but I'm pretty sure his character got written off. Personally, I need some answers about what the hell is actually going on in Russia. How do they just have so many creatures from the Upside Down hanging out in cages and tubes? If they have all this, then why do they need to go to Hawkins? So many different things are confusing regarding the Russian bad guys. I mean, yeah, the Russian storyline has been confusing from the beginning. I mean, they had a whole entire city below a mall in Hawkins, Indiana. And they found the gate, so they had all these scientists searching the gate. So they had access to the gate in season 3, and scientists were working on opening the gate and all this stuff. So they probably, opened the gate at one point, or at least found a few Demogorgons and captured them, because they have a whole entire army and scientists. So that's probably what they did when they were messing with the gate. But yeah, I agree. We do need some more answers about the Russians, because that whole entire storyline is confusing. But who knows? Maybe we'll never. I think maybe we'll never even see the Russians again in the storyline. But I think we will. But who knows? Because they're all in Hawkins now. They escaped Russia, so maybe we won't even hear anything about Russia. But I don't know. And one thing that I want to add to this, one thing that I want to know, or I think, yeah, right here, what happened to the 2-day time skip in season 4? This is my biggest question, because we never see Murray or Enzo come to the cabin, and we never seen Dustin like leaving Eddie in the Upside Down, getting out. We never seen Elle waking up from her mind fight, and we never seen them travel home, do anything. Like we didn't see anything. It was 2-day time jump. There was so many unanswered questions, unanswered things that could answer a lot of questions that I feel like need to be answered at the start of season 5, and I think they will answer that at the start of season 5, but only time will tell. But yeah, that's just one question I wanted to add on to this thread. Okay, here's a David Harbour interview that we're going to react to real quick. I just found this on the Reddit, so we're going to react to this and see what he has to say. I guess it's about the ending of Stranger Things season 5 and what Jim Hopper actually wants at the end of the day, so let's watch it.
Yes. Yeah, let me tell you. So the first episode of season 5 begins with... we'll start shooting next year. I sort of know general arcs and themes and stuff. As you've seen each successive season from 1, 2, 3 to 4, which was this big epic explosion. 5 is going to be no less impressive and spectacular, and I think we'll push it all a step forward in terms of your relationship with these characters. And it'll be the final one. So I do have a feeling that they will stick the landing very well, and everyone will be very happy. I think whatever he could do to keep safe the people that he is, at the end of the day, he's a police chief, and he got into it because he wanted to protect people that were vulnerable. And I think that you see that throughout all the seasons, that he's that guy. And I think that what would make him happiest would be to be able to protect the ones that he loves.
Okay, so basically what he said is season 5 is going to be even better than season 4 and all the other previous seasons, and it's going to put the icing on the cake, and it's going to be a great ending. And then he said what ending he would like for Jim Hopper is to just be able to protect his loved ones and see them safe. So he wants a Jim Hopper's hero story, which I'm sure every single character either wants a hero story or to die story, like dying a hero story or being a hero story. Seeing Jim Hopper die as a hero, by the way, would probably, like, oh my god, I would go into deep dark depression. His story is so depressing. If you want to go, like, Jim Hopper's story as a character is so depressing. If you want to go watch it, I just made a video this week. Just scroll down a little bit, you'll see Jim Hopper's story in Stranger Things. I just made that video. His story has a lot more to it than you've seen in the show, so make sure to go watch it if you haven't already. But yeah, so that's what he said about that. That's pretty interesting. I mean, nice little insight there. It's good to know that the hype for season 5 is there, even with the actors who are acting there. So I don't know. Let me know if you guys want me to do more videos like this, where I go on Reddit, see what's going on. Maybe I'll do like a weekly thing. You know, go through the memes and threads and everything. If I find an interesting thread like that again, though, I want to go through it and just see what everybody has to say. But yeah, let me know if you guys want me to do that. And thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and spend time with your friends and family. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.